You wanted the best. You've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There, ladies, things that makes official. Welcome to the big show. For over 16 years and 24 episodes, we've been the Chris Voss Show. CEOs, the billionaires, White House presidents, advisors, the Pulitzer Prize winners, the amazing authors with all their wonderful stories, the coaches, the people that help you improve the quality of your life, and everything else that goes into it. We'll get into that with our new guest tonight. We'll be going to needing to for your family, friends, or relatives. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss. Chris Voss, one on the TikTok-y, and whatever else there is. Chris is evidently having a seizure of the brain, so have fun with that, folks. Enjoy the show. Today we have, I'm like, where am I again? Today we have an amazing lady on the show. Michele Abo joins us on the show. She is let me make sure I get the title right, General Manager of Keiko Beyond. We're going to get into that and find out what it is and how it can benefit you. She joined Keiko in August of 2024 as a general manager for their Beyond division, overseeing the Dorot Gardens, Mighty Sesame, Wonder Juice, Absolutely Gluten-Free, and Beatology brands. We've tried them all. They're kind of fun. Mrs. Abo comes to Keiko with over 30 years of experience, commercial, marketing, and operations leadership experience in the consumer products industry. In these roles, she has been responsible for building brands, developing and executing strategic commercial, marketing, and operating plans, and overall general management of a number of organizations. Welcome to the show, Michele. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. And thank you so much for having me today and being able to chat with you. You've had quite an industrious list of folks that you've talked to, so it's quite an honor for me. Thank you. And for our company. It's
an honor for us as well, because, learning how to build companies, market, sell, things that also can improve your health. We try and do everything to improve your life here on the Chris Voss Show. They have other shows for if you don't want to improve your life, you want to make it worse. So go follow those shows if that's your thing. Yeah. Anyway, Michele, so we got the .coms, I think, for you. Give us a 30,000 overview what you guys do there.
Sure. So Keiko Beyond, so for Keiko as a company, so our parent company is the largest provider of kosher products in the world. And many well-known brands like Manischewitz, Geffen, Kedem on the kosher side. I have been blessed, joining in August, as you mentioned, to run the Beyond division. And that is, while the items are certified kosher, the outreach is really mainstream. It's well beyond that. It's really mainstream everyday consumers, and there is a natural and specialty focus. Some of the items are organic. All of them are better for you, and all of them serve an amazing, unique position in the consumer products industry.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And so you guys have several different brands that are underneath that brand, correct? There are subsidiaries, I guess you would call them.
Yes. So the division that I'm responsible for is, as you mentioned, the Dorot Gardens, which are freshly picked, flash frozen, pre-portioned garlic and herbs. We have our Mighty Sesame. We are uniquely positioned as the first tahini to be in a squeeze bottle. So it's great for putting it on everything. We'll talk about that. Then we have our absolutely gluten-free crackers and flatbreads. They are pioneers and category leaders in better for you crackers. And we have a new amazing line extension now that's frozen cookie dough, which is gluten and grain-free and healthy and delicious. And then we have our Wonder Juice, which is a line of 100% cold-pressed, organic, fair trade certified no added water or sugar, fully sustainable juices, which are delicious and refreshing. And then we have our beetology, which are refrigerated beets, many of them in bulk, which are excellent for food service chefs for their preparations.
There you go. So tell us a little about yourself and your background before coming to Keiko and what kind of drew you to them.
Sure. Well, as you mentioned, Chris, I have been blessed to be in the consumer products industry for 30 years. I have led a number of business units, many in private equity, many of them emerging brands. One thing I do like to do is build brands. Many of them better for you, more natural and specialty focused. And so that drew me to Keiko, but what really drew me to Keiko is the fact that our products on the Beyond division are very unique. There really is no competition. So 30 years in the business, been blessed to run and build a lot of brands, come over, attracted to something that is a very special proposition because they're so unique. And I would tell you, Chris, for me, it is a blessing after over 30 years of being in this industry to be here, and every day to wake up, it's like it's my first day at work. Every day is a joyous adventure. And for me, that is an amazing blessing that I'm grateful for every day.
There you go. Why does Keiko find the what's the term that kosher? Why is kosher important? So for those who are out there, let's lay a foundation definition what kosher is and why it's important to people.
Yeah. So besides those folks who are observant of kosher, Jewish, and that's part of if you do follow the dietary laws of kosher, that's a must. But for many, many folks in this country, they view kosher as an additional certification that products are cleaner, they've been prepared healthier, that there's just an additional way of producing these products that make them better for you. So whether you're Jewish or not, people view a kosher certification as sort of a higher authority for a product that is just better for them to eat or drink.
Oh, there you go. Much healthier and of course cleaner and all that sort of good stuff, I guess.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So let's talk about let's see here. Let's talk about the tell us about the importance of having for better options for people in the supermarket and how you think Keiko kind of serves that.
Sure. So as we are all aware, up until even up to the highest levels of government today, there's a strong focus on what we're eating and what that does to us. So, there is the mantra, make America healthy again. And I think that we'd all agree that Americans, there's diabetes, there's obesity, there's so much going on here that is directly relevant to what we eat. So I think in general, there's a focus now stronger than ever on eating better, eating healthier. I think just in general, Americans want to eat better. Moms, dads want to have better products for their kids. So I think that's been certainly a trend for many, many years. But I think even more so now with the focus of what the American population is experiencing in illness versus other countries in the world. I'd say that one of the barriers to better for you eating has been the time to prepare healthier foods and the cost. And so what Keiko has addressed, Keiko Beyond has addressed, is providing healthier, better for you options with products that are competitively priced, but also are convenient food solutions, save time, save waste, no fuss, no muss. And so bring that added dimension to products that are better for you to eat or use.
There you go. There you go. It's definitely something that consumers have been moving to, I think, over time, where they are looking at, okay, we have basically, we want to eat healthier. Consumers have been demanding, cleaner foods. They want to know where their stuff is sourced and all that sort of interesting stuff. And they just want to be healthier. And so they're making a lot of better choices. Like you said, the like the Beatology drink, Beatology, I think it is, or the brand.
The Wonder Beet juice. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Right.
Wonder Beet juice. And you guys have beets in it and beet
Mhm.
juice. Well, beet juice
Mhm.
is a real nightmare to try and, do at
Oh,
home with the blender.
oh, it is a nightmare. It's messy.
Mm, yeah.
And just in general, if you're trying to make juice at home, it's very costly because you've got to, costly and takes time. So with our line of Wonder Juice, we have 4 Wonder Beet items, we have 4 Wonder Melon items, 3 Wonder Melon items, 3 Wonder Lemon items. It takes all the time out. It's like you're getting freshly squeezed juice. Whether and just try going to a juice bar that's very expensive, saves the time at home and the waste, and they're delicious. They're hydrating. They're packed with nutrients, vitamins, antioxidants. They taste great, and they're ready to go. Just take the bottle out of the refrigerator, open it up, drink and pour.
There you go. Drink and pour. Yeah, and that beet juice too. You got to watch it; it'll stain too.
That's right. That's right.
It's crazy.
That's right. That's right.
So tell us about the Mighty Sesame Tahini. We've tried it here and love it. It's really amazing with the squeezability and the ease of using it.
Absolutely. So it isn't a squeeze bottle, but historically tahini has come in tubs or a paste, very thick, and you have to scoop it out. And it's traditionally been mixed in a food processor, let's say with chickpeas to make hummus, right? A very thick consistency. Mighty Sesame was the originator, and I've got a bottle here, was the originator of the squeeze bottle. So the squeeze bottle allows you, and we are merchandised in what's called the nut butter or the spread aisle. So we're with peanut butters or mayonnaise, things that you would put as a spread. So with the squeeze bottle, you shake it once or twice, you squeeze it on, you can put it on breads, salads, desserts, hamburgers, hot dogs. It's a ubiquitous spread that this unique squeeze bottle allows you to do. The other thing is Mighty Sesame has what's called a superior recipe. So you can see, I don't know, you probably can't see it on the camera here, but we have a window here. You see a creamy texture here. A lot of other tahinis get a separation, like with salad dressing, where you see the oil and water separate. You don't get that here. There's a superior recipe. And the little separation that's there, you just shake this bottle once or twice, squeeze it on. It's a ubiquitous spread and so versatile. So again, it's something that can be used, and it's a healthier preparation. It's got protein, it's got calcium. So it's a much better, healthier spread for the family, easy to use, great for time savings, no waste, a perfect solution.
There you go. There you go. A perfect solution. And for people who can just like the ease of it, it seems like it stays so much longer maybe that way. Tell us about the brand Absolutely Gluten Free.
Yes. So Absolutely Gluten Free was developed, I think, about 12 years ago. It's a line of potato-based crackers and flatbreads. And there's also coconuts and macaroons. I have our cracker box here. I have our flatbread box here. And they're potato-based, so they're gluten-free, they're grain-free, they're non-GMO, they're vegan. And gluten-free products are growing tremendously. So many years ago, 15, 20 years ago, gluten-free became very much in American public awareness because of celiac, and very much so with kids. It's morphed well beyond that. In fact, the gluten and grain-free category is $160 billion category. 1/3 of adults like myself, who are, let's just say, a little bit more mature chronologically, are looking to reduce the gluten in their diet. So I certainly cannot eat the same things that I did 20 years ago. So here you've got, and it tastes great. So that's the most important thing.
Oh, there you go. Tastes great. It's good.
It tastes great. Crackers, I use crackers as a snack. More and more people do. So you've got something that's gluten and grain-free, vegan, non-GMO, that's healthier, And whether you have a need to have something gluten-free because you have celiac or are sensitive to gluten, or you just want something that's easier to digest, but something you're not sacrificing taste. So you're getting all the benefits of the healthy options, and you're getting the benefits of an amazing tasting cracker and flatbread. And then we took that concept and the brand, there's a lot of brand equity in that name, and people are very loyal to this trusted brand. People trust this brand because of the attributes. And we expanded it to the frozen aisle, and we're just now launching absolutely gluten-free frozen cookie dough. We have 3 flavors. We have chocolate chip, sugar cookie, and double chocolate brownie, which are the 3 biggest cookie flavors, warm, soft baked cookies. Oh. They're all pre-portioned. So remember, we talked about convenience. So you just open the package, they're pre-portioned. You can make one, you can make the whole package. It's pre-portioned, no fuss, no muss. You pop it in the oven or the toaster oven for 11 to 13 minutes, and they make delicious warm baked cookies. I recently just made a batch for a customer presentation, and if I could do it and they taste good, anyone could do it. So It's really very special, and people are loving this, and we're getting tremendous receptivity around this new product launch.
Well, that's really great. Tell us about the other product line. Is it called Dorot?
Dorot Gardens.
Dorot Gardens. Okay.
So an amazing brand and completely unique. So this is a line of pre-portioned, freshly picked on the farm, flash frozen garlic and herbs. And if you can see here, there's all these pre-portioned cubes. 1 cube of our garlic is 1 clove of garlic. 1 cube of our other products, we have ginger, turmeric, onions, basil, dill, parsley, is a teaspoon of these herbs. Chris, in my background, you were talking about my background, I spent a number of years in the coffee industry. And so in that industry, as people know, at home, you can make a perfect cup of coffee if you pop your pod for your drip coffee or your pod for your espresso into your machine, and it makes a perfect cup of coffee, perfect espresso, perfect cappuccino, all pre-portioned. So no fuss, no muss, easy to do. This is Dorot Gardens is to garlic and herbs what coffee pods are to the coffee industry. So it's easy to use. You just peel open the lid. There's the lid. You just turn it over, pop it in. You pop it in, and the mantra of Dorot Gardens is pop, drop, and done. So you're getting pre-portioned, saving time because just pop, drop, done, and no waste. Because if anyone has ever chopped up herbs, hard to do. Like we have a turmeric item. You were talking about the beets before. Try chopping up turmeric. It's hard to do, and your hands get all discolored. Pop this in, drop, and done. Unlike herbs, which you chop up, they go bad. They're wilted. There's seasonality there. These have long shelf life. You put them in your freezer. You use some of them. You put the lid back on. You put it back in your freezer. Very, very time savings, convenient, cost efficient, no waste. I call it no fuss, no muss, no waste.
There you go. And
each one of our products are color coded now. We did a new packaging relaunch in the 4th quarter last year. So we have garlic, we have ginger, we have our basil here, all different colors. I would like to highlight another product within the Dorot line, if I could, which is very, very special. So besides being pre-portioned and saving time, this is our onions. So they're not just pre-picked, freshly picked, flash frozen onions. They are actually sauteed and glazed. So they're picked fresh, they're sauteed and glazed, then they're frozen, and you can see they have a sauteed and glazed color, but they're individual cubes. So you just same thing, pop, drop, and done. So if you've ever tried, I use them now religiously for making eggs or hamburgers. If you've ever tried to make glazed onions on your hamburgers or in your eggs, it's very time consuming and very difficult. So not only are we got the pre-portion, saving the time of having to saute and glaze. So that's very, very special.
There you go. Well, it's interesting all the things you guys have done to make things more healthier and everything else. Are you guys in the big box stores, the small, like the health food stores? Where can people usually find the products for you guys?
So our products can be found in many, many grocery outlets.
Mhm.
Our products can be found in many natural and specialty stores. We are now with some of our items, like we are looking at partnerships with the club stores. I do want to highlight that our Wonder Juice items here,
Mhm.
we're starting partnerships in what's called the micro market industries for those folks that go to their offices. It's not like when I
Mhm.
started where you had vending machines and you had candy bars. Today, you certainly have candy bars, but you go, there are micro markets, you swipe your credit card, you get a freshly made sandwich, you get organic fruits and vegetables, you get juices. The Wonder Juice, again, 100% cold pressed, organic, delicious, perfect for that. And then, of course, a natural extension, we're going into the convenience industry. That's another targeted industry for us as well. And then another channel that has our beatology, which are the refrigerated beets that are in bulk, is food service. And we're helping chefs out so much because beets are very messy, as you mentioned. It's very difficult to chop. So they're getting refrigerated beets in bulk that are very tender and very easy to prepare.
There you go. Yeah, we've tried all the beets, the Wonder Lemon, the Wonder Melon. I guess they can order them on Amazon now too. I'm looking
So
here.
anything other than Duroc Gardens, which are the frozen products,
Uh-huh.
they can order on Amazon. They can order the
Oh
Mighty
wow.
Sesame. They can order the Wonder Juice. They can order the Absolutely Gluten-Free. The Beatology is a food service proposition. But those three blends, Amazon, yes. And then everything in the grocery industry, very strong partnerships with natural and specialty stores, emerging into club stores and micro markets and convenience stores.
There you go. And why do you feel consumers labeling is so important and disclosure is so important? Why are consumers looking for really a deeper understanding or of what they're putting in their mouth? I guess.
Well, again, I think that ties back to what we talked earlier about
Hmm.
consumers are very focused for mom and dad, for their families,
Hmm.
on healthier foods for the family, preventing
Hmm.
things like obesity and diabetes and other things. So
Hmm.
I think that's very important that people understand that. I think people are always focused on the supply chain. So one thing again about the Wonder Juice, besides being 100% cold pressed organic, we are also fair trade certified. So
Oh.
that means that we are very prescriptive on how the fruits for these juices are picked. We're partnering with farms to make sure that there's ethical working conditions for the folks on the farms. We're giving back to those farms. Fair trade is very unique in the juice industry. I know coming from the coffee industry, most coffees are fair trade or some kind of certification. To see a juice that's fair trade certified is quite unique. Also, we're in glass bottles, so we continue to see how plastic cannot be so great for us, what it
Mm.
can do to our bodies as we ingest
Hmm.
foods that are in plastic and what that plastic can do to us. So having a glass bottle that is 100% sustainable and recyclable is quite a point of difference.
There you go. That's really important too. I switched recently to espresso where I make my own coffee because I was concerned about those K cups and
Mhm.
some of the plastics and stuff and the burning and when it's heated up
Mhm.
and things. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of plastics going on. And it's what do you guys see in the future for your different lines or products or any innovations you see coming to market that consumers are going to be wanting?
Yeah, so I think, as I mentioned, our first new launch was the absolutely gluten-free frozen cookie dough, which again is experiencing tremendous receptivity. I have to send you some samples so you try
Please
them.
do.
They're
Please.
amazing. Again, if I can bake them, anyone can.
Oh,
Um, but that's the first line extension. We like to have products that are unique. We don't want to do things that are me too. So we continually look for things that are unique. So there's things that we're looking at that might be unique under our absolutely gluten-free or partnerships with our absolutely gluten-free in the cracker aisle to bring some new innovation to the cracker aisle. We are looking at some new juices. So we've got a beet, we've got a melon, we've got the lemon. We're looking at some other ways to go to market with some really healthy juices that would be very unique. Again, all fair trade certified, 100% organic, cold press. And by the way, on these juices, there's no added water or sugar. Remember, we were talking about healthy and childhood diabetes. There's no added water or sugar here. Juice is our first ingredient.
Yeah.
And then on our Mighty Sesame, we have a flavor now that's called harissa, which is spicy. We're actually relaunching it under the chili pepper name, which we think will resonate even more strongly with American consumers, that it's spicy. And we know spicy foods continue to grow and grow in popularity for sure.
Yeah. What is that about? Is there something behind that? I've noticed how everything I'm eating now is like, I just bought sriracha Doritos I fell in love with, which I try to avoid Doritos.
They're good.
They're good every now and then, but the sriracha ones are good. Like everything is like about getting hotter and spicier, and I'm just like, what's behind that sort of thing?
It's a great question. I think that people want to have exciting food experiences. So I think we all get for years that we need to cut back on fat. So when you start doing that and maybe things are more bland or don't taste as robust, I think putting spices gives us that exciting flavor experience without being so indulgent from a fat standpoint. So I think that's part of it. For me personally, I like spicy stuff because I have sinus issues, so it helps clean my sinuses out. But I think the American consumers really want to, have an adventure when they're eating. So if we're cutting back on fat or other things, let's spice it up to give us some excitement.
There you go. Add some habanero ghost pepper to it. You'll get some excitement, I guarantee.
That's right.
So there you go. But that does make sense. Trying to get away from maybe the sugary and the fat as much, and give it that little spice. I think the juice brand has a cayenne that's in.
We have a lemon cayenne. Yes, we have a lemon cayenne. Really good. It's a delicious lemon, and then it has a kick. And it's great.
And then it has a kick on top of the lemon. There you go.
That's right.
So, anything else coming up that you guys want to tease out or project on? That any trends you see in the marketplace or buyers or anything like that?
I think we're spot on trends. I mean, we have a nice proposition in distribution and grocery with our brands that is continuing to grow, particularly with our Wonder Juice line. We're really, really growing that out in grocery. The Duroc Gardens, the Mighty Sesame, the Absolutely Gluten-Free, they've got a strong proposition, but there are some opportunities there. I think for us, going to other channels, that's now that these are brands that have established names, I think going to the other channels, and we're doing a lot with our marketing to continue to drive brand awareness, to let people know why Duroc Gardens is good for them. What is it? How do I use it? Why is it good for me to use? Same thing with the tahini. We're doing a lot to educate consumers. The juices, once you try these, they sell themselves. And the Absolutely Gluten-Free is just really getting newer consumers attracted to a brand that has a legacy in that category. So that work, consumer education, driving brand awareness, outreach to new channels, as we mentioned, like the club channel, convenience, the micro marts, some new products under our umbrella. It's all an exciting time. As I mentioned when we started, Chris, to be able to be here and build these brands with an amazing team that I work with every day, and great retailers that are so receptive to these products and get that they're unique and they're going to add value to their categories and to their consumers. It's a blessing. And I every day I'm like a kid in a candy store. Every day it's just a great adventure.
There you go. Well, it's a wonderful job when you enjoy the work that you do. It makes all the difference when you show up every day, as we always say on the Chris Voss Show. Thank you very much, Michele, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for coming. And check them out, guys. I've tried all the different products. They've sent us some samples, and they are tasty. They are tasty and good and healthy for you. Make you feel good. I think one of the great things about it, if I can throw this in, is that, if you're a parent and stuff, it's so easy to throw the kid the can of Coke or whatever because they want something to drink or whatever, or something else is sugar filled. These things are small, nice and easy, great for kid size, and much more healthier. So check them out.
Absolutely. And Chris, you've been amazing telling people about it. Also, if folks want to learn more about the brands, we have a website for each brand. So we have DeRoteGardens.com, MightySesame.com. We have DrinkWonderJuices.com and AbsoluteGlutenFree.com. So we've got a lot on the websites. We've got recipes for DeRote Gardens using the pre-portioned garlic and herbs for amazing meal solutions that are so easy to make. We are also partnered with Homemade, which is a line of online cooking shows. So you can sign up for cooking classes and learn more about DeRote Gardens and how to use it. So much there. But again, if people want to try our website and go to the websites and learn more about us, that would be fabulous.
There you go. Well, thank you very much, Michele, for coming on the show. Thanks for our audience for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, Chris Voss 1, the TikTokity, and all those crazy places on the internet. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you